Your daily
Yeah, hey everybody, it's the show. Here we are on TV and the radio. You could call us, but we're not live on the phones yet, but the number is 360-836-4384. We're ironically live right now because we don't have any way to get calls. So it's like, hey, radio listeners, believe me, we're live, not like every other time when we were live, hyper live anyway. Might as well just be hyper live for now because we're not on the phones anyway. But if you're calling, you can call because we're existing right now at 2 a.m. and we're here at the COA Studios. If you've ever seen this place before, it's a pretty interesting spot, I think. We're making our big headway into radio. It's a new thing that we're trying out today. Hopefully it's going to work out for us. I think maybe it will. There's nobody, there's nobody on the couch here, but there's some people here in the studio. Yeah, Freddie, producer, is back there working on the problems that we've been having here. Also got one more person, but I'm going to try to get this thing open while the thing is going. If you've never seen the program, what happens here, we turn on the machines and we start talking. Did I already say that? Oh, I think we could see your shadow. Maybe Freddie, you want to wave a little bit? Back there? Oh, yeah, well, you can't hear his shadow. But also, I don't think we can see it. I'm trying to look at the thing here. Oh, you see Freddie moving around. Do you see him moving around on the screen, though? You do? Okay, that's what Luke's talking from over there. Or somebody's talking from over there anyway.
I think that we are now broadcasting onto the internet, too. So we should be on the radio and the internet. We're working on getting the computer going so we can take some phone calls. But here we are. This is the very first daily hour on TV and the radio live, so live. Usually we're hyper live, which means that we air each episode a week after it's taped, but this time we're live. If you're watching on the morning of the 27th, the day of the 26th there, 2 a.m. in April, so that's what's happening.
We got somebody else. You want to come over here? Look, listen to this.
Yep.
Oh, there you are. There he is. This is the intro music. Oh, you got it. Hi, Luke. How are you doing today?
All right.
Oh, is that working?
Yeah, it's a little on. It could be more on.
There. Now you're on a lot.
Now I'm a moron. All right. Yeah, I had a good day today.
Oh, good.
It was Arts Walk.
Uh-huh.
I had some art on display.
Yeah?
Somebody came by and said, we want to use some of your art in another show over in Vancouver, Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, I drove over there once, and I drove right back. That was like, 15 years ago or something, but yeah.
You're going to have to get one of those IDs with the passport on them.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't know if I have to go with the art or not. Maybe my art can go without me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you want to go with it. I mean, that's part of the experience. Maybe I would think, but you know how.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they paid for it and said, come on and join your art here in Vancouver. Yeah.
Have you ever been on the radio before?
Have I been on the radio before? I don't know. Not on COA.
Yeah. You don't know? How do you not know? Like, did you maybe you're on the radio and you didn't know about it or something, or?
Yeah. Oh no, I've been over at Chaos.
Uh huh.
Yeah. That's what's nagging my mind.
That's
Chaos.
maybe our competition now. But what did you hear over there at Chaos?
So I used to sit on my friends' radio shows, like when Just Be the Clown had a radio show, and sometimes when my current apartment mate has a show. Yeah, Duck Hugger.
Program.
Yeah, when she gets on the air, sometimes I go over there. Ooh.
Oh man, Bill making messes in the radio place here. It's mostly on the table. Hopefully, it's not going to get in the VCRs are waterproof, right?
Yeah,
do we have a towel?
that
Take
first
off my shirt.
that first quarter inch off the table surface is pretty liquid proof.
We gotta find a towel. You're gonna use your shirt? Just coconut water. It's probably will be nice, actually.
Coconut water. It's gonna make you smell tropical when you wear the shirt.
I think it's gonna. Oh yeah, keep talking. Go on the radio.
We got a little spill in the studio. I'm cleaning it up with my my hoodie here. That's okay. It's nice and warm in the studio.
Yeah.
We're trying to make the Ethernet cable reach. Hopefully the bottom VCR doesn't go out. That's our background tape VCR. That's what times out the program. That's how we can always make sure it's exactly an hour or so.
Yeah.
I think are we super blown out on the radio right now?
That mic might be.
I know the computer was way too loud when we played the intro music,
Mm-hmm.
so I was trying to move the computer closer to the Ethernet cable and knocked over a coconut water. So sorry about that. But with this, radio listeners, one of the things that's part of the program is kind of getting the program going and working through adversity.
Overcoming failure.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now.
Or enjoying failure, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever comes along.
I used to say this a lot, I think, in the audio days, which is we're kind of back into them after a long time. Viewers, if you've been listening, or listeners, if you've been hearing the program, we've been in this old episodes. We've been showing the first episodes from 2010, and this is our 2014 radio debut.
Whoa.
Yeah. Maybe we've already gotten some listeners who's realized that we're on at 2 a.m. every night, but we haven't acknowledged that. If you've been listening and you've been thinking, hey, why aren't they talking about being on at 2 a.m. on KOA? It was because we didn't know about it, because that was in 2010. Now we know we're on KOA, and now is the first time acknowledging it and being, or not our first time, we've actually been on KOA for a week, but now this is the first
Live thing.
Oh, this is the first night for the viewers, or for the listeners, actually, because not for me, though, because last week we've been on the radio, but that's going to be later, because the last Sunday is going to be tomorrow instead of this Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a little bit mixed up that way, but that's how we're doing it
So
today.
this first one is the live one, and the next Wednesday here will be pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one tomorrow is going to be from last week.
Okay.
It's a little bit confusing because it's tomorrow and it's last week. It's like a little bit of a time stretch out here.
Crazy.
Oh, we got internet going? We can look at the...
Yeah, it's kind of in a spot you gotta slide over maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll sit at the middle controls. I'm gonna bounce back and forth between here and then back in what I'm gonna call the production end. I feel like this mic particularly is a little too hot. Like, is it peaking there, viewers? It sounds like it's peaking. Let's see.
I think so. Compared to
that's
this
nice.
one.
Here, yep, there. Can you still hear me? Hey. Sorry, just testing the mics. There we go. Okay, that's better.
It's definitely a little bit hard to tell what's going on on the radio. I don't know if you guys are listening to the radio out there.
I think the waves are coming in nice and clear. You like that out there, radio viewers?
Ocean.
We're right next to the ocean and the beautiful KOA studios here. That's right. We're on 106.5 KOA. Oh, it's KOWA FM. Is that what we're supposed to say? I think we're supposed to do a call out every 10 minutes or something like that.
Say the number of the letters.
Yeah.
Somebody told us what KOA was about. Was that you, Luke? Did you figure?
About how frequently you got to do the station ID?
KOA Washington, Olympia, Washington, or something.
Yeah. What does it stand for?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's just call letters. Maybe
Somebody told us that the K is every radio station has a K on it.
Oh.
And then Oliwa or something. Oliwa.
Oh. Oliwa. That makes sense.
Okay.
106.5. That's where you're listening to it right now.
Yeah, maybe it's every radio station on this side of the Mississippi begins with K.
I heard something about the Mississippi in there. I don't know why the Mississippi would be used as a
Divider.
A divider. Is that pretty much in the middle of the U.S. then, or something?
It looks like it when I look at the map.
Yeah.
We got some messages, but the first one is from a notoriously dark, maybe sounding person.
Oh, is that Mr. Ginsu?
It's Mr. Ginsu.
Oh, hey, Mr. Ginsu.
Radio listeners,
Notoriously
get ready
dark.
for a unique radio experience right here with
Yeah,
Mr.
do you think
Ginsu.
should we? I guess we're in safe harbor, but maybe we should try to. I wonder if he knows he's going on the radio.
I had a question for you.
Uh-huh.
We gotta turn it down
What?
a bit.
The fuck,
Oh, no.
No,
We've heard this. We've heard this. Does he come up with anything new?
No, that was it. That was the whole
Got
message.
any new material?
Great, Mr. Ginson. No. Oh, hey, look. You hear that, viewers?
Oh, no.
Listeners?
It's the time to roll the little cubes.
It is. Do we have any little cubes?
Where they go?
Do you have any little cubes,
Freddie
Freddie?
usually has little
good.
cubes.
We're
Yeah,
prepared.
I've
I
got
didn't think about
6,
it.
which is
Oh,
how many it takes to play
Oh, yeah.
the dice game.
Good. Freddie's always got this backup.
I gotta pick a number in my mind here.
Yeah, you got to write a
He
number.
keeps
in your
his
hands.
cubes in a
So
testicle.
we like to play
Or, no, not testicle, like a scrotum.
scrotum. Yeah, just a kangaroo scrotum. But
You gotta explain that to the radio listeners.
yeah, that's right. So we play 3 of these dice games on the program here. So this is part of the game. You can play
Oh,
along.
this is the first radio dice game.
You can play along at home, and we promise we won't lie to you.
Or in your car.
Yeah, that's right. If you're in the studio here, we have you write a number on your hand. You got to pick a number between 1 and 6. So you don't have to tell anyone your number. You can. It's not secret, but you got to write it on your hand so you know you're not cheating. So I'm gonna write a number on my hand.
It's actually maybe a unique radio experience where most people probably aren't listening in the cars. It's like old-timey things. So just listening in your car, then you probably are only listening to it for a few minutes because how long does it take you to drive through the coal range, really?
Yeah, it's short range. So maybe you're listening to it online too. That's a thing that also can happen. I think that we're broadcasting on. Maybe we should test that out and open up the stream here in a second and see.
Oh,
if
the
we're
internet
actually-
stream,
internet
yeah.
Stream.
Yeah, maybe we can get some feedback going. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Uh,
In the meantime, we gotta play the dice game. I wrote a number on my hand. Luke's got a number on his hand. Then we are going to roll a single dice, and then you're gonna see if you get the number. So you pick a number between 1 and 6. Maybe you already did that. Pick a number. Luke, you want to man the camera here? You can't see the number. Here we go.
Here we go.
That's right.
Yeah, it sounds like it's only coming from that's the radio, right?
That's the radio. Ready? And hey, it's a 6.
It's a 6.
Hey, all right. That's a 6, viewers. And check it out. I wrote a 6 on my hand.
Oh, you're a winner. I
So
lost.
I win. When you win the dice game, you get 500 points per dice per number you pick. So that number is going to stay with you. We might play some more dice game here later, but you get to keep the same number. That's why you wrote it on your hand. So. All right, let's switch back. There we go. Well, that was good. That's the dice game, viewers.
Did you win? Did you
You
win?
can call us. The
Yeah.
number is 360-836-4384.
Yeah.
That's 208 Dog.
Did you win the dice game?
Call up even if you lost.
Can you hear us? Are we crackly? Is the audio sounding good? We're trying to monitor it as best we can, but it's late on
we're
the
doing
radio.
a new thing. I wonder if we can call somebody and say, "Hey, we're on the radio. You should tune it in and tell us if you can hear it." But I don't know anybody. They got to be in the range.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even have my
Who's in range
radio.
and awake?
Do you have your radio?
No, I don't have my radio with me either. All we've got is the radio that right here in the studio, which when it's so close to the studio, you kind of wonder. I mean, it's supposed to be picking it up from the radio signal, but you wonder if it's like,
It could be receiving from
Yeah.
wires in the wall.
maybe
for all you
it's,
know.
you never know. Yeah, so we need to find somebody who is up.
And downtown.
In downtown. I know someone who lives on the east side. I wonder if they're probably awake, but I don't know if they would have a radio. There's a lot of things you need to do to get this all to work, but we could try to give them a call. They were talking about being on the show, but they've only been on the show once or twice before. A show, you're all welcome to come on the show, by the way, out there, viewers. It's a show that...
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
you want-
Ginsu?
Yeah, Mr. Ginsu has left a couple more messages, but
Okay.
you were in the middle of saying something.
Oh, yeah, it's my friend Jesse, who we ran into them on the streets one time when we were doing a mobile episode. But they're probably awake. But they were talking about coming down to the program, but I don't think that they're going to make it in person.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just try to call Jeremy and see if maybe he's awake.
That's a good idea. We'll give Jeremy a call. Yeah, see what he's doing, see if he's got a radio. He does live downtown, so that's a good bet. One of the fun things about being on the radio is that sometimes you can kind of mess with stuff. and
Freeze us.
Nobody knows. You can check it out. We're doing some visual effects out there. and only the people you can tune in later and see what kind of visual effects I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's probably a bad topic.
Maybe we should do audio effects too. This topic's about how you can't have things, listeners.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to say
Leave
it like
me the
that.
message.
There's no bad topics, though.
Tone. Please record your message.
All right, we're going to
When
leave
you
a
have
message for
finished
Jeremy.
recording, You may hang up or press 1
Maybe
for
he
more
can
options.
tune in and
To leave a
tell us if
callback
we're live
number,
or not.
Press 5.
Hey, Jeremy. It's the program. Are you sleeping? It's probably reasonable that you are sleeping, but you can call us back. You have about 45 minutes.
That's
You
right.
can tell us if you can hear us or not. Is it working?
Are we on the radio? That's the first question. This is our first radio debut. I think we're on the radio. We're probably on the radio. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's Mr. Ginsu again. Look
right.
out. Cover your ears, sensitive viewer listeners.
Hey, Dr. Kenny. I figured maybe we should come up with a new thing where I ask you a question and then you answer it, or tell me if I'm bullshit
I think that's an old
or
thing.
what.
That's what we do every time.
But I'm not sure if you're able to handle that. Yep. I just don't know. So fucking go fuck yourself.
Uh-oh. 360-836-4384.
Yeah, Mr. Ginsu just calls that number and he says whatever he wants to say, and he gets as much airtime as anyone else who wants to try to give us a call. So if you hear a lot of Mr. Ginsu, one of the ways you can maybe affect
Alright.
that is by calling in yourself.
Let's
you-
do a skit.
You can displace Mr. Ginsu.
Dr. Kenny pulls a handkerchief out of his pocket, wipes his ass, then blows his nose and says, "Something smells like shit."
What?
Selling
Alright,
jokes.
let's do that skit.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we got one final message. This is from some number I don't recognize, so.
Oh, maybe we can call them back. It's very late to call people today.
It might be from Bird, actually.
Oh yeah, we could see Bird would probably be awake and willing to test some stuff too.
This is Bird.
It's Bird.
I'm watching some archival episodes on YouTube, and the YouTube playback will stop from time to time. So I'm curious if other YouTube viewers have similar problems.
YouTube, huh?
He's saying
Call now. Give the program a call and let us know what your YouTube playback experience has been like.
that sounds like a personal
Yeah.
internet issue to me.
360, that's the area code, 836-4384. Speaking of the telephone number, I'm reminded that as I call from a landline, that you still have to dial a 1 before the area code, even when you're calling from inside the same area code.
Oh,
What's up with that?
that's a good.
Well, maybe...
It's because our number is from Vancouver, Canada. I mean, not Canada, Washington.
reasons. Maybe it's all worth it in the end. Well, I just wish for a simpler day, simpler way, more better, more peaceful.
If wishes were horses, then beggars could ride, Bird.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you as always, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, Bird.
Have a good night.
Let's give him a call back.
Stay up too late.
Yeah, we'll call him back.
Well,
What?
and sweet dreams.
Oh, thanks.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Everyone out there can go ahead and have sweet dreams. But
It looks like the stream is not working right now.
the stream is not working.
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto the stream. Something's not working. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's this.
Is it the?
It says. I think it's just not there right now. I think.
No. Okay. Let me try to fix that again. Bird did bring up a couple good points. One of which is the landline thing. I guess if you're at your home listening to us on the radio.
9, 8,
Oh, it's almost time for info time. Who's
Oh,
gonna do
yeah.
info time? You wanna?
4,
No.
Okay, wait. I guess I haven't tried this info time yet, and then we'll get the live stream up.
Now it's info time.
All right. Here are answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's a daily call-in television talk show on the radio, and it's, let's see, that's recorded right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, every night on TCTV channel 22 at 11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. and then 106.5 KOA FM at 2 a.m. as well. Each episode airs a week after it was taped, so if you're watching on TV at 11:30, this episode taped the same weekday of the previous week, and if you're watching at 2 a.m., this episode taped the same day of the month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube.com. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. YDHWM relies on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384. Leave us a message, and we'll call you back on the next episode of the program. Thank you for watching, and now back to the program. Oh, we got some divergent levels. Oops, that was me. We got to turn the computer or the background tape back up. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go try to get the live stream working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna call Burb. See if you can hear us on the regular radio.
Yeah. So the levels of the various parts of the background tape are different.
Well, they weren't. It's just maybe we're having some weird radio things happening.
Like the wave machine is real quiet compared to the music for the info time.
Yeah, maybe we're having. It's hard to pinpoint where the issues are coming from.
Yeah.
We're trying to do that. When was the last time you were here, Luke?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Do you know what week it was?
It was like Spaghetti Week, I believe.
This is the end of Nature Week, and we're moving into Radio Week. Appropriately. Here on the radio, so.
Yeah.
It's a good.
Hi, this is Robert. Thank you for calling.
We're going to be talking about the radio, maybe our experience with the radio, being on the radio.
Have a good day.
But that's not for another, couple minutes here. Hey, Bird, it's the program.
Hey, thanks for calling in. You got your voice on the very first radio episode that we're doing here. And I think that your YouTube issues might be a personal connection problem. I still think other viewers can call in and let us know how their connectivity is going, but, maybe check your internet connection, make sure your coaxial cables are connected well, and maybe that they're good splitters and all that stuff.
Maybe
Thanks,
it's you're having an issue with your own thing.
Hopefully you're sleeping. We were thinking maybe you could tell us if we're on the radio, but hopefully we are. I think I got the live stream working too.
Oh, you did? Okay, let's check this out.
All right.
Thanks, Bird. You can call us back.
Yeah. See, here we are on the radio. Got to talk about radio stuff.
Thanks, Bird. You can call us back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
We're on a delay.
See, here we are on the radio.
So it's going to take a little while for
talk about radio stuff.
the delay to get back to us.
Talk about radio
Yeah.
stuff. There we go.
We're on delay.
Oh,
there.
on the radio.
So it's going to take a little while.
Yeah. Talk about radio stuff.
So we're going to try to get this thing going, and then once it starts moving back, it's going to start. We're going to start building up a cycle of audio.
Yeah, I'm eating food.
See, oh, here it goes. Now we just start going like this.
There's nothing wrong. Everything is fine.
We're doing this on purpose. Oh,
We're crazy like that.
oh, this is an internet radio feedback loop. We're doing this on purpose. Drone.
We got
Yeah.
experimental music going on.
Drone.
We hope you enjoy it.
I do. Listen to this. Fur.
It sounds just like motorboating and stuff. Raspberrying.
E. All right. Hey, wasn't that fun?
That was fun. Yeah.
That kind of worked out.
What did you think of that? You call in about that at 360-836-4384. We're live today on the 2 a.m. on the 27th. So
That's what it sounds like when you call yourself with a delay. It was a good
Good
long
lesson.
delay there. There's actually a, I don't know, 5 or 10 second delay.
Yeah. It's like a loop pedal that you can just do by broadcasting live.
That reminds me when I used to call the radio.
Yeah.
The other, when there was back in the Fro days, I don't know if you listeners who listen to Cole, you maybe listen to Fro also, but I would call them, and then I would just hold the phone up to the radio, and they'd be like, hello, and it's blah, blah, blah. So I would always say that they're calling, it's like they're calling themselves.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, they always tell you to turn the radio down. You
Yeah.
know. I would always hear that on talk shows.
I encourage you to turn your radio up, callers. If you call in to the program here, turn your radio up, see what happens.
Turn your radio up and hold the phone up to it. That's what you should do.
Let's play with the technologies. Yeah.
It's gonna go like boo boo boo. You go into some loops. I wanna do the delay thing one more time. I think that was. Or maybe we should try to call. I don't know. Maybe do you think Dan is in radio limit? He might be.
Yes, let's call Dan Bennett.
We're calling people who we think are awake and possibly have radios.
Dan Benet is usually awake.
We've got a little schedule here too. Maybe we can. Dan is scheduled to be on the program on Monday.
Oh yeah, but Sam is scheduled for tomorrow and his children. I don't think we should call him too late.
Oh yeah, it's too late to call Sam. But he's been kicking off the weeks lately. He started this Nature Week and he's going to start Radio Week tomorrow.
We're starting Radio Week and then yeah,
That's true. He does the first full day of each week though.
Now behold, you have reached.
But this is normal.
Yeah,
he
Dan
screens his calls.
Screens
Yeah.
his phone calls.
Hey, I command you.
Don't command me, Dan.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Some
Your commanding makes me not want to leave a message, but I'm going to. This isn't really a message. This is me just trying to talk to you, so I'm disobeying your commands in that way.
what?
Uh-oh.
Memory full?
That's bizarre.
What?
Dan had too many messages of people going, hey.
That sounded like a computer shutting off or something though.
Yeah. What was that Windows jingle?
Did you hear that, viewers?
I heard the Windows jingle. I thought it was coming from Dan's.
Sounded like it.
Dan
Maybe
had
I gotta
two-
call his cell phone.
He had too many voicemails of him going, hey, hello, Danny there? You're screening your phone calls?
I know I've actually left him a message. I'm hearing some noises. Is that you?
Dunk,
Do you hear those dunk
dunk,
dunk noises?
dunk,
I'm hearing
dunk.
that. I don't know what that is. I think
It's probably a dialogue box back at the other machine. Looping.
I think
It's probably a dialogue box back at the other machine. Looping.
I think
It's probably a dialogue box back at the other machine.
looping. Hey,
Probably a Hey. dialogue box.
it's probably a dialogue box on the other side. Looping. Hey,
Hey.
probably a dialogue box on the other side. Looping. Hey,
Hey.
it's probably a dialogue box
Box back in the other
on the
room.
other side. Hey, looping.
Yes.
It's probably a dialogue box. Hey, it's
Hey.
probably a dialogue box on the side. Hey, looping. It's probably a dialogue box on the side. Oh, isn't this good radio? I love this kind of stuff. But we're still getting this constant little beep sound too. So this is what the part of that thing, the front of the program is we're just doing stuff and then suddenly things go wrong, sounds start happening, we hunt them down, try to cure them. You know what this is coming from?
The dong.
Uh-huh.
dong. Yeah, that's actually coming from that computer that we turned on when we were trying to figure out how to get the internet to work.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think it's feeding into our thing, but I can. This is like the long mic. I might run it into the control room so that the viewers can hear what we're talking about.
All right.
It looks like it did a system update, and now it's like trying to shut the computer down, and it's frozen. So
Uh-oh. I
Let's see.
think it's doing XP, and XP has stopped updating or something. Remember that?
No more
That's
support
true,
for
yeah.
XP anymore.
What does that mean? I don't know if they're going to try to update and then fail.
Yeah, I don't know.
You seen anything on the streets, Luke?
Probably. I just can't remember any of them. Objects on the street.
you should turn this mic up for a sec.
Okay. We're turning it up.
Oh.
And we get crazy
You're
feedback.
cranked out.
I didn't do it. So there's the dunk dunk noises. You can hear that.
What are those people who had art galleries in Vancouver. What do they look like?
I don't know.
Hey.
Art
Okay,
galleries.
turn me back down.
Was that radio? Oh yeah, hold the mic up to the radio.
Okay,
Is it? Oh,
turn me down a bit.
It sounds like regular feedback, huh?
I think it won't if you turn it down a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it just sounds like regular feedback. Radio is so fast.
Yeah, it's
There's
too
no delay.
fast. It's way too fast.
There's no delay. It's just real time to the radio. It's like
How does that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Amazing.
But I guess, yeah.
Should probably just shut that computer down and keep going the dunk sound. Though.
Yeah, I just thought we might leave it until you do another feedback thing. We can start it off with the dunk sound, maybe. Keep it
Okay.
going. It's
Well-
not. Is it bothering you?
It's okay. It just seems like the only thing is I don't know what is real anymore.
Yeah. Wait.
Like-
Oh, yeah. It is a not real sound.
Yeah.
One thing that is real though is, did you guys hear that other sound that sounded kind of like?
Oh
That's
yeah.
the sound that indicates it's time to play the second part of the dice game.
It also means that it's the Nature Week is over.
Oh, it's Radio Week.
We're in
Welcome
Radio
to
Week
Radio
now.
Week. We made it into Radio Week. It's time to get on the radio, and hopefully we're on the radio already.
Here we go. This is the sound of the dice.
We're rolling 2 dice this time. It's the second part of the dice game, but you only count the numbers, the face values. Here we go. And hey, it's 2 more 6s.
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
that's double 6s.
Triples.
So that's 3 6s, which means I, since I chose a 6, have 1,500 points. Nobody else has scored yet. That's yeah. I'll put my 6 there again. There you go. See, I wrote a 6 in my hand.
It's still anybody's game,
That's true.
but in order to tie, actually, no, you've won.
I have one.
Nobody can beat that.
We're only gonna roll 3 more dice tonight. So
The best we could wish for is a tie at this point,
that's right.
Oh yeah.
and we'd have to get triples,
Yeah.
which I think is very unlikely. But you did it. So.
I just got triples, and this is one of those things where the radio viewers are not gonna believe what's happening. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but call in 360-836-4384 if you want to join the conversation.
Yeah, and radio listeners, we're also on YouTube and TCTV. So if you don't believe us, we're held accountable by a video source. So
Yeah, it's true.
just believe.
Yeah, we're not going to try to trick anybody. We're a very transparent program here.
We could like wink. Like, I don't know, I could say like, how many fingers am I holding up? And I could say 3.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
3 fingers.
I'm holding up 3 fingers.
Yeah, right? How many do you don't
3
know?
fingers.
We're doing some trick stuff.
I'm holding up
4
4 fingers.
4 fingers. No, you're not.
No matter how.
He's holding up 3 fingers, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
but
right.
you don't. Yeah, that's how many fingers.
Radio Week. Well, I think we're going to, think about the radio. I've already said, that we started our show off on the radio. When I, right before I started doing the program, I took a trip to California, and I ended up on the radio down there.
Yeah. What do you remember? What the radio station was for? Or even maybe the name of the show you were on?
I don't know. It was like college radio, and I had a group, a musical group, and we played there. And then they had a little interview section afterwards, and I had a really good time on the radio down there in California. And he was just chatting with us, and I thought, I want to do this some more.
Yeah.
And then I did.
Whoa.
So it's kind of the beginnings of the program here. If you're a TV viewer, it's really rooted in the radio, and now we're going back to our roots.
Yeah. Back to the roots of the radio. I think that even the talk show as a TV show the ideals are the same, except for there's like a little less stress on the not stopping talking. I feel like there's been times in the TV show where you could kind of just like put a video on and sit back and like let that play, but that's not the way it is. I sometimes even hear people trying to play, clips of TV or like clips of movies on the radio. I think NPR does that a lot, where they're like talking about a movie and then they play a sound clip of it, and I think it loses a lot in translation, maybe.
Hopefully we're not losing too much.
I don't think we are. It's like, because it started as a purely audio thing, so the audio has been the main driving force the whole time, I think.
When people listen, and before TV was around, people listened to the radio, and then they had those, like, radio dramas and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
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 The golden years of radio.
But then they're always doing, like, sound effects, like, I went up the stairs, or, like, no,
Yeah.
maybe I was drinking
For a
something.
horse galloping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know. You're trying to, like, play with the brain and make sounds that
Yeah.
make them imagine things.
I still remember a time when if I wanted to get a song, I would have to sit by the radio with a cassette player and wait for it to come on and press record.
Oh yeah, I did that
Sometimes at the end, the DJ would cut off the last second of the song.
with its yakking.
And you just say, yeah! And like, oh no, the song still had 2 seconds left. Now, like, at the end of the song, every time you listen to it, you get that little DJ, oh! And cut off the DJ.
You're listening to the Wave of the West.
And you're like, this is the only copy of the song I have, DJ, and now it's on there.
Yeah. You're listening to 106.5 KOA
Yeah.
FM, KOWA, Olympia WA.
Yeah, we're like doing that kind of thing the whole time. You guys remember radio?
Radio experience? I don't know.
Experience, radio stories.
I certainly had. I never really taped my own stuff off the radio, but I grew up listening to these recorded tapes that my parents recorded when they lived in Olympia back when I was like a very small child, and maybe even before I was born, which was almost 26 years ago now. They recorded a program. I'm not sure what it played on, possibly something similar to Chaos or a precursor to Chaos or something, but it was called Music with Moskowitz, and it was a radio show that played almost all music, and it was all about fun, frivolity, nostalgia, and good times. They would play like comedy music and old timey country hits, and then occasionally they would do the audio of sketches, like maybe Monty Python or like some of those other, like who's that? That comedy duo, the like tall guy and the
Abbott and Costello.
Abbott and Costello, yeah.
Yeah.
You know the who's on first and what's on second and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I never actually heard it on the radio myself, but I grew up listening to these tapes over and over and over again, and it was very formative in many things in my life, I think. So
Oh yeah.
that's and then there's I listen to the radio now because I don't have a tape player. You want me to stop that beeping?
Here, let's try to do that thing.
Let's try to do the thing here.
360-836-4384. Call us.
We love it. We love it when you call us.
Here we go. We're going to get this beeping sound going, and we're also going to try to listen in on the internet feed here. Here we go. We're going to get this beeping sound going, and we're also going to try to listen in on the internet feed here. Here we go. We're going to get this beeping sound going, and we're also going to try to listen in on the internet feed here. Here we go. We're going to get this beeping sound going, and we're also going to try to listen in on the internet feed here. Here we go. We're going to get this beeping.
The quality of that's degrading, but every iteration of its loop.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Dunk, dunk.
Yeah, we're listening to the loop now. Can you hear the loop going? Yeah, we're listening to the loop. Oh, the loop is less chunky than it was last time. Before it was like just like going like
Growly.
but now it seems to be just like a delay that's like the feedback on the delay is lessened. But now it seems to be just like a delay.
That's right. Whoa.
Oh, now you're super blown out.
That's right. Whoa.
So, yeah, when I was living on the East Coast, I used to listen to this radio station called WHFS. It was like all kinds of alternative music and stuff, and I loved it. And then I moved temporarily to the West Coast in California, and I was out of range of any decent radio stations like that, so friends would send me tapes of the old WHFS stuff.
Oh wow.
And I'd listen to them, yeah.
They would. How did they pick? Did they just like know which DJs were going to be on at which times and thought that they were good and would record them, or did they pick songs, make mixtapes?
No, I just think they picked a random time and recorded it.
Oh, hey, it's time for a commercial break.
All right.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's a commercial break on the radio.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
New Moon.
New Moon Cafe.
Dance Oli Dance. Dance Oli Dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A, 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Brown Interior Limited presents Private Memories of the Skrill Meadow album 2014. Featuring the song Just Because. Private Memories. Double back. Private Memories of Skrill Meadow, available at these fine retailers.
Coming up on the next episode of the program. Yeah, hey everybody, it's the commercial. Whoa, where are we? There we are. We're here with Sam and Kirsten and Ben and Freddie. Look at all of us.
Counting down the minutes to when I get to see you at the talent show.
Yeah, we're on every night 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV and on KOA 106.5 FM.
It's a thing. Yeah.
What?
Where are we?
We're in the commercial. It's the radio, Mother's Week here.
Mother's Week?
Radio Week. Mother's Week.
Mother's
All
Week
right,
is
this
next
is
week.
Mother's
Calling about Mother's Week.
Mother's Week. Hey.
Dude, you can make it?
That's the commercial break.
Great. It's time for me to leave, though.
What? Oh.
Last bus.
Oh.
Got to get that last 3 a.m. bus.
I had several more questions I was going to ask you, but
About that radio story I just told?
oh yeah, and many other things too. But
Well, I got to come on the program later with you on it then.
yeah, you could try.
Continue this.
Maybe you can find a radio and call us or something. Maybe see if the bus driver will put on KOA.
Oh, yeah. Do the buses, do they have radios?
I don't think they have, like, commercial band radios.
Oh, that's too
I don't
bad.
know.
Well,
Well,
that's all
anyway.
right. Thank you for being here on the program. It's
Right
been
on.
it's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining us we're shaking hands over here. If you're watching radio, for listening radio
Are you,
listeners, fist bump.
I usually have a radio on me, but I didn't bring it today, so.
Yep.
I still want to find somebody. It's kind of, yeah. I wonder if anybody is listening to this live on the radio. You know, it's because it's late at night, in the middle of the night. You guys just leave your radio on.
Yeah, on the talk radio. KOA is mostly talk, so some people get, they sleep well with just hearing background talking, I think.
I leave it on the KOA now, but that's because I'm on it. So I don't know if I never listened to it before, honestly. So
Yeah.
now I am just leaving it on sometimes. Somehow my alarm clock thing at my home got set on my stereo. I'm not exactly sure how I did it. And so when I come home, the radio's on sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It's like set to maybe an arbitrary time.
Yeah.
Mm.
And even unplugging it, power cycling, it seems like that's usually the trick to fix that kind of thing, but didn't do it. So
Wow. I actually have a clock that I can't get to turn off from an alarm, too. I can reset the time, but it's like there's no way to turn the alarm off. So I just have to, like, pick what time it's going to go off at. Like, no matter what, though, it's going to go off. And it actually goes off 10 minutes or like 5 minutes before. It says 5 minutes until 8:01 p.m.
Did you try power cycling?
I guess I could take the batteries out. That would probably work. But then I'd have to reset the actual time, too. But maybe that's worth it.
Yeah, sometimes that sounds like a problem where you, it's like a problem every time. And you have like the actual fix for the problem will take 20 seconds. And then like the temporary fix will take 2 seconds. But then you do it every day for years.
It's true.
That's what I do. Probably even longer than 2 seconds. So that's like a minute. It's like minutes, really.
And it adds up every time you do it. So
I have so many temporary things when I think maybe I should do. But then again, if I had all of those stuff worked out so fast, what would I even be doing with my life?
that's the question. I have occasionally. By the way, radio viewers, I'm the producer, I suppose. So what ends up happening, I take the tapes after we record them and then make sure they get on TV and sometimes make sure they get on the radio there now. I'm doing that too. But the main thing is sometimes I get so caught up that I'm like, whoa, now what do I do? I'm like, I've got everything done for the program. What am
Mhm.
I gonna do now with my time, or even like production end time? So
Yeah. People want to be so efficient with everything, but maybe if you're so efficient, you're wasting your life.
Yeah.
Some people say the opposite, but maybe I'm saying the opposite of what they say.
yeah, maybe there's reasons why we take the time we do to do the things we do.
Yeah, cherish them.
Yeah.
Just try to get past everything.
Stretch it out. If you like doing something, don't try to do it as fast as you possibly can. Sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Stretch it out. Make it a little challenge, or make it a little ritual.
How is the production end going there?
Oh, it's going great. We're about to transition into the time when we're doing the current episodes on the radio, of course. So it's gonna have to start coming over here as much as I'm going over to TCTV, which is kind of exciting. But and in terms of TCTV, we're scheduled out through, I think, next Wednesday. We've got the stuff turned in there, and we're going out until May with our 2 a.m. episodes. And the background tape seems to be functioning, although we have noticed now that we're kind of doing more audio-based stuff. I think there's some volume differences, but maybe not enough to warrant making a whole new tape. So might make a phase 2. Yeah, is there any other production in questions? Any other areas of the production that I haven't talked about lately? Or let's see. We're on YouTube. That's the thing.
YouTube.
You can check it out on YouTube.
We're going to be getting this MP3 download thing going, too. We
Yeah.
haven't really started that yet or figured out a format.
I'm going to put it on maybe Archive. I'm not sure where to do it. Some kind of download thing. We could probably just upload it to Google Drive and put a link on a web page or something, but they're not very big. MP3 files are small.
Yeah, so you can start downloading the thing. Maybe if you guys are anybody out there in the radio land, I know that COA actually had some interns. I was surprised to hear about that because we're like, hey, we want some interns too, but like, how do they get interns? I mean,
maybe
I guess TCTV gets interns and COA gets interns, so we're just like a show within the larger things that actually get interns. But we want interns too, or just a crew. If you guys want to take an interest in the radio, I think probably if you're up at 2:45 a.m., you're probably wasted. So maybe you don't want to do anything.
If you do want to do one thing, I just have to mention that you can call the number. It's 360-836-4384, and you can get your voice live on the radio today, the 2 a.m. on the 27th of April. So that's what we're doing right now. And maybe the TV viewers, if they're regular viewers, they are thinking to themselves, why are they saying the number so much? But just remember, your radio brethren, your other tuners, they can't hear, they can't see the number that's on the screen. You can see it, but they can't, so we have to say it sometimes more frequently than we have before. Now that you're listening to 106.5 KOWA FM Oliwa.
Yeah, we're going to call some McDonald's.
That's a good idea.
This is something that we like to do on the program here. We're calling Hawaii. I like to call McDonald's so you get to kind of visualize. I like to use the word visualize, something you do with a dice game also, but you can visualize what they're doing, You pick up the phone, they're picking up the phone, they're in the thing. I actually was at a McDonald's, and I saw them answer the phone.
Oh, wow.
And the phone at this particular McDonald's was just, sitting next to the, I guess the cafe machine where they have all the ice and stuff.
It was a corded phone or cordless?
It was a cordless phone, and the base was just sitting next to this machine there. And because you don't need to be plugged into the wall for the bases anymore, and so saw them answer the phone. I don't know what they're saying, but they were on the phone. I'm like, that's what's happening. So they were right next to the front of the place.
I always kind of assumed that when they're doing that, they're maybe doing it through their headset or something,
Oh, like the drive-through headset. Yeah, I don't think
that's kind of what I thought it was.
I don't think those are connected.
No.
Here we go. This place is called Kailua.
Kailua.
It's in Hawaii. We're calling Hawaii because it's so late at night.
What time is it in Hawaii, I wonder?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 12 or
Hopefully it's a 24-hour place. I know that they have those. Maybe we could call some New York McDonald's because there's one that has 3 stories. A 3-story McDonald's in New York.
What? Why do they need so many stories?
I don't know.
Do they have more than one kitchen?
No, I think they have this dining area upstairs.
Whoa.
Maybe.
Hey, McDonald's, do you guys have those blueberry pies right now?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes?
Oh, do you have those blueberry pies?
No, we don't have that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was it, we did it. Oh, we should have gotten the loop going with McDonald's. I think I missed my chance.
Well, maybe we can have another chance. But I did hear the final dice game sound, which is a shame because that means it's only 10 minutes left. There's only 10 more minutes of the program. Final dice game sound, which is a shame because that means it's only 10 minutes left. That's right, Freddie. 10 more minutes of the program. Final dice game sound. Only 10 minutes left. Shame because that means it's only 10 minutes left. That's right, Freddie. 10 more minutes of the program.
Here we go. Let's get out the thing.
That's right, Freddie.
We're going to roll the dice. Let's get out the thing. Oh. Here we go. Stop this thing. Loop. Stop the loop.
It's a 3. It's a 4 and a 5.
3, 4, and 5. Oh,
Did
wow.
you win?
Well, no, you won.
Well, did you get a score?
I did. I got 500 points. I had a 4. Luke had a 5. I saw it.
Yeah,
so.
I saw it too. So that means that both Rick and Luke have 500 points. I still have 1,500 points, which makes me the total winner with 3 6s. 666. That's a good number.
It's the best way to win.
Yeah. So decisive, but a very good dice game. Well played. Everyone did a good job. So
You
thanks
did
for playing
best,
along out
yeah.
there.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
that's
did a
true.
good job. We have some points, but you did the best job overall.
That's right.
Winning is a prize in itself.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to take home with me today is a sense of winning.
Did
I've
you
won.
Did you at home or in your cars or wherever you are? I guess people, if you're watching it on TV, you're always at home. You know, TV's at home, but radio is more of a mobile medium.
Are you walking around town with a boombox on your shoulder, blasting out Koa FM?
Also, if we're on our downloads, maybe you're listening to them on your phones or whatever.
Oh yeah.
You know, some people have their phones plugged in to their heads all the time. I got a different device recently, so I don't play anything off the phone. That's the same as a different device, music device and phone device. But you know, these things are plugged into people's heads all the time. I saw this guy actually today here at Koa. He had his headphones on, and I was like, "That's okay," you know. And then I was like, "We were gonna exchange contact information," and I was like, "Okay." And then he pulled out his phone, and he was listening to it.
Whoa! But he was keeping conversations while listening to music.
Well, I don't know
maybe?
if it was
but
actually
the
playing.
buds
It
were
was
in. The ears.
his headphones were on.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really think about where are those headphones plugged into or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, give me your email, and then he handed me his phone, and then he was connected to it.
He was still attached. Yeah, that's. I mean, people are getting used to that, and it's all kind of a movement towards that. What is that called? Like not transcendence, but the.
So like cyborgs?
Yeah, you know the singularity, I think they call it, where we're like, you know, the computers become in our brains. Like he's attached.
Oh, that was. I thought the singularity was the point where computers learn to learn, and then at that point they get instantly super fast.
Yeah.
Like it's like learning, and once they can learn or to program themselves, then immediately it infinitely goes super crazy, and the computers go from like what we have now, you know, being subservient, to instantly genius, crazy, bad.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Because they go from like not conscious to super conscious because they can live a bazillion years in a second or something.
Yeah. Wow. That's scary. I always thought. I mean, it could be. I was thinking of the thing where it's. You know, we plug. I guess when I thought of singularity, maybe I thought it was you get your brain like uploaded to a computer, and then your physical body is no longer important, which is like maybe similar thing. I like that though. I bet that's more realistic. Is that one of these days the computers are just gonna like learn how to learn and do it really fast, and they don't get bored and they don't get lazy. They never stop wanting to like learn new stuff. They never think to themselves, "Oh, I've learned enough." So they just continue to grow forever until they have to build new hardware to support themselves. So
Yeah. They say it won't take long once it happens immediately.
wow. Exponential.
Yeah. We're getting close to the end of the show. We only have about like less than 5 minutes left, probably a little bit less.
Yeah, and then after the show, I think we've got some kind of, I don't know. They're going to have a radio show. Maybe you'll have some TV show. Depends what medium you're listening to. Maybe you'll just go on to the next episode, depending if you're watching on YouTube or if you're marathoning out there. So, yeah, I guess what you hear next or see next is up to you, viewers.
Yeah, what's next on Koa? I think nobody's maybe listening live. If you are listening live, the number is 360-836-4384. It is about 2:58.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes left probably to call in. You can still make it. You still got a chance.
I don't know if we're technically supposed to be doing this, but I think we're going to be running a little bit over our time on the radio.
Oh, no.
Which is, I think we're just going to do it.
We're just going to do it.
Maybe. Well, it might end up almost perfectly.
I think it might.
Because right now it's about according to my watch, we have about a minute left. But the thing has not gone off yet on the sound. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you'll know and then it'll happen. And we're going to be doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, well...
but like I said, I think if people are listening on the radio, then they probably aren't too apt to call because maybe they're half conscious.
Or driving. It's not,
Yeah.
don't call and drive unless you have a hands-free. And even then, probably you should be paying a little more attention to the road if you ask me. But I've also done it before, of course. I think we all maybe have been guilty of talking on the phone once or twice. But it's not a safe thing to do, and don't put yourself in danger for the program.
Yeah. I think at this hour you're, probably either sleepy or intoxicated or kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like if you're not one of those two things, then what are you doing at 3 a.m. being fully like alert and everything? So then maybe you're not going to call anyway because maybe you have some kind of weird thing that I don't even know what it could be. Some kind of condition. I'm trying to think of maybe you...
insomnia comes to mind, but...
insomnia or night job, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, night job. Oh, night shift. I wonder if anyone's on the night shift out there. You work in the graveyard shift?
Yeah.
We like you.
Do they actually do graveyards? Like, they do that in the nighttime? They dig graves at night? That's why they call it graveyard shift, but I wonder if they still do that. Cause
seems like a bad time to dig a grave, really.
But, like, they don't want to, you don't want to see the grave being digged, I guess, people.
Oh.
I think they probably just have, backhoes these days. There it is.
All right, we got 1 minute left on the program. This is when we kind of wrap up and try to finish any loose ends. Thanks some people, maybe.
Yeah, thanks, Luke.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy McDonald's. Thanks, Bird, for the message. Thanks, Mr. Ginsu, for leaving some messages there, too.
Thanks, Freddie. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, this is great. We're live on the radio, broadcasting out into the Olympia, Thurston area. And
into space. That's what Dan said.
Oh, really?
The other day, that the radio signals, they just go on into space, too.
Infinitely?
Yeah. And so, maybe they spread out and get less strong, but if, aliens are super strong, they can pick up the signals.
Cool.
Thanks, Koa. We don't have a card. It's
Card?
not called a credit card, but that's what it seems like. A card, like
a title card.
A title card, that's what they're called, yeah. There's no title card for Koa, so thanks, Koa. 106.5 FM, low power FM, 360-836-4384. Yeah, do that. We're gonna get over there, gonna check the radio thing too. Do you have anything lined up for the next thing? I think it's episode 1316, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. That's right. Thanks, TVs. You're watching Your Daily Hour with me.
Thanks, computers. Check it out. YDHWM.com.
You can check us out Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, on the web. We want to hear from you. Call or text 360-836-4384 and leave a message. Thanks, crew. Adam, Adrian, Alec, UFO FBI, Kendall. Couch song about UFO.
TCTV, Slowbiba.com, Psycho Feeling, Jordy E, Fabulous, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you. Viewers, that you are watching. Listeners, yes. Tuners, hell yeah, dog. Bye.